Hello, everybody. Good to be here again. Thanks for joining me today on Conversations with Spirit, where we mix together the mystical and the practical. So there you have it. I love talking about manifestation, clearly. I love talking about manifestation, and um I love helping people through, I'm just going to say it this way, the minutia of it. So welcome into Conversations with Spirit. We are going to be doing readings. I brought all my cards. This is like, I haven't been here in 3 weeks, you guys. It's crazy. I went on vacation and I was down in Mexico, and you guys are going to die when you hear this. I didn't meditate for 5 days in a row. Oh my gosh, that is like so not me. I mean, I just slept. Do you guys ever do that? You go on vacation and you just sleep? Like, holy cow, kind of thing. But I am back and I am so excited to be here. So yay, yay, yay. Hello, everybody. Keith. Hi, Keith and Bex. Hi, Bex. Candace and Casey and Courtney. Yes, I am back. I am back. And you know what I just realized? See, this is what happens when you go away for a little while. You forget to do things. So I'm going to get my book ready so I can put the list together for everybody that wants a reading. Okay, so I am super excited. I want to tell you a couple of things. Oh my gosh, I have got stuff going on starting. Well, actually, it starts December 30th. And I'm super excited, right? So go to my website and check it out. I'm not exactly ready to announce the big thing that I'm doing on starting on January 1st, but it's centered around manifestation and it's going to be free for you guys. So just saying, so sign up for my newsletter because I will be announcing it that way. So oh well, thank you, Keith. I appreciate it. Yes, they're hearts. Isn't that cute? I like the hearts. So anyway, all right. So before we get into giving me Rachel. Hi, Rachel. Thank you. Candace, is today your birthday, Candace? Oh my gosh. I'm not going to ask how old you are because that's just not nice. But I will say that, yes, you are going to get a reading. Candace, I'm putting you down. You are number 1. Oh, it was yesterday? That's okay. I love it, love it, love it. Okay, so I also wanted to, before I start taking and putting names down on the list, I wanted to tell you guys that feel free to reach out to me if privately, via my email. Goodness gracious, it's Lauri@laurialbert.com. Easy, right? But what I want to tell you is this. If you ever have a request for something that like a course or a way that, a live situation that you would like, or if you have any questions about anything, feel free to email me. I'm usually pretty good about getting back. I mean, I really blew it after this vacation because I was off for a week, and then last week was in the United States, it was Thanksgiving, right? So I'm just like a mess. So I don't know if I've completely gotten caught up yet, but I just want to throw that out there. But usually I'm pretty good at it. So Keith wants a card, and Casey, I would love one. I'm coming on an anniversary of a loss. All right, Casey, I've got you down on the list. And yes, happy Thanksgiving to everybody in the United States. I'm not a huge fan of the origins of this holiday. However, my favorite thing in the world is to be grateful. So that's what I celebrate. That's what I celebrate. Yeah. So there you go. So let's celebrate being grateful. Yay. Okay, Courtney, I'm putting you down. as well. Okay, so first off, it's going to be Candace. Candace. So okay, so first off, let me know, is there somebody specific you'd like to hear from? Or is there an area of your life? I've got 4 decks of cards out here. Something told me, something spirit told me to pull out my side cards, which if you've ever had a reading from me when I use these side cards, it's pretty mind-blowing sometimes. Then we've got the Sacred Forest deck, which by Denise Lynn, who I love. Then we've got the empowerment cards, and then we've got the shaman's dream cards. I always forget the name of that deck. So bring it on, Candace. What can we do for you? Would you like a card today? I feel like I'm supposed to give you, Candace, a always my dad, but happy with anything. Lots going on. Okay. So, Candace, I feel like I'm supposed to start. Now, I may morph into other things, but I feel like I'm supposed to start by giving you an empowerment card. Okay. So, we're going to start there. Ooh, and it's the quest card. Look at the okay, so you know what? I know that it's like I'm weird this way, but I love looking at the artwork. Look at her. She's on like a voyage, right? Isn't that great? She's on like a voyage and she's allowing the whatever that is, the big bird. She's allowing the big bird to take her where she needs to go. Okay. So that, first of all, without even reading what it says, that's what I feel like that we're starting to go with. Spirit wants you to just allow yourself to go where you need to go. All right. So, but let's read the card. It says, be bold and mighty forces will aid you. Take action. Good luck favors the brave. Yes. How much I love that. Yes. Good luck favors the brave. Now, what's so cool about that card is a few things, and I'll just tell you what I'm getting. I feel like that, honestly, like I know you want to hear from your dad, but I feel like it was your dad that sort of like guided me to pull that card. And the reason why I'm saying that is that I really feel like the mighty forces will aid you part of that card. I feel like that you are being looked after. Okay? And I got to be honest, it doesn't necessarily feel like it's just your dad. Okay? I feel like that you've got a few people on the other side that are like, "Come on, you've got this. You can do this. You can do this." That sort of thing. Um Okay, you know what? I'm supposed to pull, don't ask me why, but I'm supposed to pull 2 cards from the Psi card deck. Ooh, oh, and this one just popped out. Oh, interesting. And then, ooh, oh, my dear Candace. All right. And I feel like that I've got a male figure here just like laughing at me because I'm going like, ooh, this is cool. Right? So, okay, the first card that I pulled was work. Okay. So, Candace, whatever you've got that's going on, yes, it's work. Okay. Now, let me just tell you the second card I pulled is the prison card. Okay. It might feel like that, whatever the situation is, that you are in a prison and you aren't able to like maneuver the way you want. There's too many constraints on you. However, I want you to look at this card. Do you see the light shining in the window there? See the light shining in the window? Right on. You may think that you're in prison and that you've got constraints all around you that are holding you back or whatever, but there is that ray of sunshine coming in. And what is happening? New job and many courses. Yes, right. Okay. There is light coming in. And what I want you to say is the prison, no, what I want to say to you is the prison that you feel like that you might be in is in your mind. Okay. And I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but spirit is telling me that sometimes we create the prison in our mind and then it holds us back from everything that we need to do. Right. Okay. Now, your dad's input, who I believe this is your dad, right? I'm not actually seeing him. I'm feeling him and I'm feeling a major push. I'm feeling like he is like really he really wants you to listen to this. Like he's pushing me, who in turn is pushing, and he is also pushing you. I want to say it that way. He's actually pushing you as well. Do you feel him kind of nudging you ever? Like Candace, I feel like that he like nudges you to do this, that, or the other thing. But I feel like that this is a big thing for you. Okay. I feel like that coming up in the future, this whole, like you were saying, new job and many courses, all of that stuff, I feel like that it's stressful right now, but in the future, this is going to be amazingly big for you and it's going to be beautiful. And all of the junk, I'll just say it that way, that you're dealing with now is going to benefit you in the future. Okay. So I hope that that makes sense. All right. So your dad also, I, you know what? I'm not sure. It's so weird. I'm not actually seeing him. I'm feeling him because I'm feeling him nudging, right? But I'm also like, did he have like white or gray hair? Like, let me like, what is it with the hair? I'm there's something going on with his hair. Like, did he like gray prematurely or something? Because I'm not seeing his face, I'm not seeing his body, but he's showing me white hair. Now, that could be, oh, he did. Okay. So I think that is must be his validation for you so that you know that it's him. Right. When you're feeling that nudge, here's me, that nudge. Know that that's him. Okay. Know that that's him. Believe it with every fiber of your being. Okay. Because he is there for you and he is absolutely like in your corner helping you. Okay. So I love that reading. Oh my gosh. And you know what? You know what's so cool is that I get to give these readings and I it's so much fun for me, but I always take stuff too. You know, like I've got people on the other side nudging me, like, come on, Laura, just do it, you know, kind of thing. And you know what? We need to stick together on that, you know, because just know, just believe that you're on the right path. Okay. So much love and happy birthday, Candace. Yay. Awesome. Awesome. All right. So next is Keith. Hi, Keith. Are you still here? Keith, are you still here? Yes, Keith is still here. Yes. Right? And you know what? Thank you for saying that, Casey, because you know what? Just because, and I know I say this a lot, but I like to remind everybody that just because I'm not giving you maybe specifically a reading, I might say something. Spirit might say something, you know? Spirit might say something that is for you too, you know? So, okay, so Keith, I am supposed to give you a card. Actually, Keith, I don't think I've ever given you a reading from the okay. Let's just yeah, hold on one second. I got to get rid of that person, whoever that was. Okay, so Keith, Soul Tribe, we are absolutely, right? You know, and that's like okay, actually, you know what? I'm supposed to put these cards back in. I don't know if I'm gonna pull the same one of the same cards for you, Keith, but that was really interesting. Spirit was like, put those cards back in now. All right. So that's one of the things that I want to focus on for January is creating like groups where we can be there for each other, creating that soul tribe for each other. So I'm telling you, I've got so many cool ideas for next year. And Rachel's probably listening, going, oh God, no, really? So, okay. All right, Keith, this is for you. I think I'm supposed to pull two cards for you. First of all, do you have a question or am I supposed do you want me just to pull a card or what is it that you what is it? Is there something specific? I'm still shuffling. So you tell me, Keith. Okay. Oh, hi, Bex. You definitely need to connect with others more. Yeah, right? We need to find our tribe. And that's what I feel like I'm for. All right, Keith. Not hearing from you. And but this is good. The cards are getting really good and shuffled. The cards are getting really good and shuffled. Just a card. All right. So I am supposed to pull 2 cards for you. All right, dear man. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Oh my gosh. All right. So Keith, the first card I pulled says liberation. You are, and I know this about you, right? You are in the process of ridding yourself from the chains, okay? That bound you, you know? You are in the process of ridding that, okay? I feel like I'm supposed to tell you to keep doing that. Now, in terms of ridding yourself, I want you to do this. And this is a great exercise for anybody. We just had a full moon last night, okay? So, what's really good to do around a full moon, and you can do it tonight. It doesn't have to be right exactly at the moment of the full moon, right? Write down on a piece of paper something that frustrates you about yourself, like a quality of you that frustrates you. And you don't have to type it in the chat. You just need to like start to become aware of what it is. Like, I don't even know what to say. For me, I'll just use me as an example because that's all because my life is an open book on this on the online, you know that. For me, I I think too much. When somebody says boo, I kind of go, why they do that? Why? You know, I think too much sometimes, right? Not all the time, but I do it, right? So, what I could do is write that down on a piece of paper, right? Write down something that you like, an adjective about yourself that kind of bugs you. Okay. So you write it down on a piece of paper and then you go outside, preferably. You take your lighter and you burn it into an ashtray or whatever. Okay. And you say to yourself, I rid myself. Okay. I release everything that is holding me back, specifically this. Now, you can write a couple things on the piece of paper if you want, right? But if you say to yourself, I release this, and then what you need to do is in your heart, bring in the heart, bring in the love, bring in everything in your life that bring in the love, the self-love, the love for others, okay? All of that, okay? So, that is one of the things I'm supposed to tell you to do. Now, that is the liberation card. Now, Keith, the second card I got was the union card, okay? Now, I will say that this card to me does not exactly feel like it's like a romantic union, but I feel like that you are there, and this may have already happened. Oh, you were thinking about doing that? That's so cool. I love that. Um, I feel like this may have already happened in the very recent past, okay? Or it may be going to happen in the future. But I feel like that you are going to have someone or a few someones coming into your life that are going to help propel you to where it is you need to be. Okay. Um, I feel like that there's people going to be coming into your life that are going to inspire you, that are going to help you get, as I said, to where you need to be. Okay, on your path. And I feel like that spirit is telling me that you're going to know it. When these people come into your life, you're going to be like, "Yep, I got this." Right? Okay. So, that is really incredible. What a beautiful, beautiful reading that is. And just to sum all that up, I'm supposed to pull one other card for you. Oh, You got the Tower card, right? Okay, now to me, the Tower card is that you are building for you. You are building this amazing life for yourself. And I know that to be true, right? You are building this amazing life for yourself. Keep building it. Keep building it. There are windows that need to be made, there are little alcoves, and you are building an amazing life for yourself. Okay. So, yeah, that's like really exciting. I love that. Keep going forward. I feel like that it's so interesting because I really feel like that for you, Keith, it's just me telling you over and over again, and maybe you getting at other places too. Keep going. Just keep going, you know? I love that. Love that. Kristen. This is called, no, it's not a tarot deck. It's called Psi cards. They're basically oracle cards. Okay. So there's that. So Keith, much love to you. Much love to you. I feel like that you are like rocking it. And I'm not saying that life is always a bowl of cherries, right? I'm saying that when things happen, when things might be happening to you, you're learning and you're allowing yourself to come through it. Okay. Jennifer Phillips, nice to see you. An amazing medium in her own right. Hi, Jennifer. Nice to see you. You were gonna, oh, okay. Kristen said, I was gonna say, I don't think I've ever seen you use tarot cards. No. My daughter, oh my God, she's like an incredible tarot card reader. And there's so many things that each one of them means, each one of the cards, and it's so intricate. And I just don't have the patience to learn that stuff, because it's all about intuition for me. So, yeah. So, anyway, thank you so much. And I need to be here. You needed to hear that tonight. Much love to you, Keith. Much love. Okay, so Casey. Do people ever sing to you? You're going to hate me. Casey, da 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 da. I forget that one. Da 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 da. Oh my God, that's terrible. And you're probably going to hate me now. You're going to hang up. You're like, no, do not sing the. Hi, Casey. Okay, so you are next on the list. So what can I do for you? Is there somebody you want to hear from? Is there an area? Yes, you do. I'm so sorry, Casey. I'm so sorry. It just can't, you know what? The problem is that I've got my gatekeeper over here. His name's Kirk. But then I've got my mom and my dad, and then all the relatives back there. And my grandfather he was a musician, and if he heard anything that made him think of any song, so he's always like in the back of my head going, hey, that's a song too, kind of thing. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Your dad, he passed last Christmas Eve. Oh, I'm so sorry. Boy, that's tough. I'm so sorry for your loss. Goodness. Okay. All right, so I'm going to start out by pulling a Sacred Forest card for you. Actually, you know what? Spirit just told me, put that down. I have a very interesting relationship with my spirits, my spirit guides, right? So actually, I was supposed to pull an empowerment card for you. All right, so we're going to start there, and then I feel like that this could be your dad. We'll see, sort of guiding this. Oh my gosh. Crazy. I pulled the healing card. Oh my gosh, you guys, that's crazy. Look at that. Look at that. The horses are such a sense of power, right? Okay, so you got the healing card. Now, let me read this to you. It says, bless all in need of healing, hope, and love. Spirit, grant us strength and wisdom. Guide us to the path of wellness. Amazing. I love this card. First of all, I love this card for you. Okay. Okay. So there is a man here, and he's got a lot of energy. He's got a lot of energy. I feel like that when he was in his prime, he was I don't want to say everything, but he was the man. Like he was like somebody. I wouldn't necessarily say that you came to him with your problems kind of thing, but I feel like that he was somebody that you wanted to know. Like I feel like that he had a lot of friends. I will say this though, and you're gonna have to give me yeses and nos, Casey. So I know if this is actually your dad or if this is somebody else. But I feel like that he had a lot of acquaintances. He had a lot of acquaintances, but there were very few that he let really in. Okay. He had, and you were one of them, of course, but I feel like that he had a few people that really knew the real him, you know? So, yeah. So, Casey, tell me, does that make sense? Yes, right. And again, I feel like that you were one of them. And I will say that I'm getting that that happened in the later years of his life. Like the two of you created this relationship. The two of you created this relationship in the latter years of his life that was just extraordinary. And it was beyond it, yeah, and it feels like it's beyond what you could have ever have wished for. Okay? So I'm going to say that. All right. Now getting back to the healing. Um this is how he's saying this to me. Okay. So don't shoot the messenger, right? This is what he's saying to me. He's saying to me, okay, now that you saw all of this, we're talking about healing because clearly he chose this card for you. Okay. He's like, healing. Okay. Healing. Come on. It's time to move on. You know, this is him talking. He's like, Casey, you know that the second that I left my body, I was in a better place. You know that. Okay. This is him talking, not me. Sorry. Okay. He's like, you know that the second I was left my body, I was in a better place. Okay. So now what you need to do is actually move forward with that. Okay. Understanding that he is in a better place. Okay. Understanding that he is in a better place, you need to move on with your life and honor his life. That's him talking, not me, right? Honor him by carrying that forward. Okay. Carrying his legacy. I feel like that he had a really great sort of legacy, like who he was really like, I feel like that the community, his community, whatever that is, I feel like that his community is really it is really missing him being there, right? But he's what he's saying to me is that you can pick that up and create that whole community within yourself. Okay. Yes, he suffered incredibly in the last months. Yes. Yeah, but guess what? He doesn't want to focus on that, you know? He doesn't want to focus on that. He was never one to really focus so much on the bad stuff happening. I really want to say that not a whole lot of people knew that he was as sick as he was. Okay? So he's kind of telling me that, okay? He's like, "But you know what?" He's like, everybody understood that who I was, and they appreciated me, him talking, right? He's saying, and they appreciated me for who I was. So they understood that they needed to respect his boundaries, so to speak, but they definitely miss him because he had this way of just like making everybody feel as if they were his whole life, kind of thing. His last words to me was, "I hate you don't call me dad." Oh, he had dementia. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's just so sad. But I gotta say, no one saw him. He wouldn't have wanted to be seen like that, of course, what's really interesting is that he does keep talking to me about how much he relied on you. And I don't know if maybe he didn't realize it was you, but he knows on the other side, obviously, that it was you. Okay. Um, he just like I keep feeling like this massive appreciation for you and just all of that. And he's telling me, he's like, I don't even really need to say all this because I know she knows it. But then I said back to him, I said, but sometimes you need to hear this stuff. And he said, absolutely. That's why he wanted to be here. And he wants you to heal. He wants you to heal. Okay. He wants me to read part of this card again. Um, and I feel like that this was who he was as a person. Bless all in need of healing, hope, and love. He wanted me to read that sentence to you again. Bless all in need of healing, hope, and love. There's a lot of people out there that are hurting. And he's telling me that you have that same sort of, let's just say, gift that he had. So you have this knack for making people feel better about themselves and better for who they are, in the world. So, yeah, he wanted me to share that with you. Okay. Keep believing that. Okay. Keep believing that. And know that he is totally fine on the other side. Yeah. He is totally fine on the other side. And he like so appreciative. I just keep feeling this wave after wave of appreciation for you. So, yeah. So, I'm going to leave you with that. Casey, much love to you. Much, much love to you. So, beautiful. Oh my gosh. That was really cool. All right. So, next on the list is Courtney. Courtney, are you still here? Hope you are. Oh, you're so welcome, Casey. You're so, so welcome. Just real quick, Casey. He just showed me a belt. Do you know why he would be showing me a belt? Like he's showing me a belt and it's not around, like, did he lose a lot of weight towards the end or did he gain a lot of weight or I don't know. I'm making that up, but it's like he's showing me a belt. I don't know. So if you can understand that, if you know why you would be showing me a belt, let me know because I'm curious, right? So, okay, Courtney, what can I do for you? Courtney, what can I do for you? Let me see. I gotta be honest. I feel like I'm supposed to give you a card. So I'm gonna start shuffling. Is there an area? Like, what is it that I can do for you, Courtney? An area of your life that you need some guidance on, some clarity? What can I do for you? I know, right? You know what? It's so interesting. Um, I love this work, I just love this work. Whichever you feel I need to hear, I'm always love hearing from anyone too. Okay. So I am supposed to pull something from the shaman's deck. And I'm already getting a message. So let me see where this fits in with this. Okay. Oh, this is so interesting. Okay, I'm sorry. But all right, so the card I pulled for you, Courtney, it says lost compass, and then it says getting back to integrity. Okay. Now, before I go on, integrity doesn't necessarily have to mean like, all of a sudden you started robbing banks or something. It doesn't have to be like that. Okay. Really, it doesn't necessarily mean that. Okay. So, that being said, let me explain to you what I'm getting from this, okay? And you tell me if I'm off or if I'm on, okay? Um you are not and I'm just going to say it because this is what I'm getting, right? Don't shoot the messenger. I really am feeling like that you are not practicing mediumship and stuff as much as you could be. Um, I'm kind of feeling like your guides are like, come on, let's get rolling. Let's do this. Let's do that. And you keep pulling back. And they're not telling me why. They're not telling me if it has to do with They're not telling me if it has to do with like your confidence or anything like that. It doesn't exactly feel like it has to do with confidence, but I feel like that you have a lot going on. And I feel like that it's just like something that isn't that, you know, mediumship and all that stuff would be something that's for you. So it's really easy to put it on the back burner because you're so busy worrying about everybody else. So, how does that hit you when I say it that way, Courtney? How does it hit you when I say that, you know? Um, yes, definitely holding back. Um, so that being said, okay, your guides, I feel like are trying to talk to you about um your guides are trying to talk to you about taking time for yourself, okay? Now, if you want that to be something for spiritual related, whether it's meditation or your mediumship or whatever, okay? There's that. Or even just it to start out, taking some time for yourself, meaning like, I don't know, go get a massage or go take a walk by yourself, that sort of thing. Now, I am also supposed to pull side cards are like on fire tonight. So here we go. I'm going to pull. Wow. I'm supposed to pull 3 cards for you, past, present, and future. Okay. So that's interesting. Interesting. Okay. Oh, wow. That is so weird. I've been sitting here shuffling these cards. All right, then. Okay. Now, all right. Your past card. Okay. This is so freaking cool. Your past card is liberation. Okay. So, what this tells me in terms of this particular reading, okay, because we can use the cards, but every card is going to be different for every reading, right? So I feel like that you had a sense of freedom, and this is your past. Like you knew that you could do whatever you wanted to do. You had choices, and there was all of this like, what path should I take, and all of that kind of stuff. Okay, so that would be your past card. Okay, a lot of freedom, a lot of choices. All right. Then all of a sudden, now when I pulled this card, I think it was for Keith, it felt positive. It felt like a positive tower. However, for you, dear one, I love you, but this is kind of more of a hindrance for you. You've created this sort of house around you. And you can tell me if I'm wrong. You know, I'm never scared of no, right? I'm feeling like you've created these walls around you. You know what I mean? The yeah, a belt, right? You've created these walls around you, okay, that are stifling your growth, okay? And I'm not actually necessarily feeling whether it's spiritual growth or emotional or whatever kind of growth that is, but I feel like that something is stifling you, right? This is past, present, right? So this was present. All right. Now, how cool is this? The next one, it says the libido. Oh, yeah, baby. It's not the libido like the way we know it to be, right? It doesn't, I'm not getting that this has anything to do with sex. Okay. So there's that. All right. Yes, I did pull the tower card for you, Keith. Yep. Yep. But it was a completely different message I was getting from it, which is cool. All right. So Courtney, the libido card, okay? You know, the libido card for me usually means that there's just a lot of, and I'm going to say it this way, but there's a lot of stuff that you're interested in. This is the way I'm supposed to say it to you. Okay. There's a lot of stuff that you're interested in. I know that you're interested in the spiritual stuff. There might be like a hobby or something that you're interested in here. And then you've got family stuff over here. And then you've got like job and blah, blah, blah over here. Right. So you've got all of these things, which if you notice has created a wall, right? An imaginary wall around me. Okay. I hope that makes sense to you. Okay. Now, the libido is about the passion for all these things. Okay. All of these things that mean so much to you. Okay. However, you have to beware. If you look on there, do you see the snake in the grass? Okay. You have to beware of the snake in the grass because the snake in the grass kind of tends to mean there's a little bit of ickiness happening in all of in these different, or could be happening in these different areas. Okay. So now to bring all of this together, okay, this is your future. Okay. This is the future. You're interested in all this stuff. All right. Now I'm supposed to pull one last card for you. Okay. One last card to bring it all together. And I've got the moon card. Okay. And the message I'm getting about the moon card for you, Courtney, is you know what? Look up. Look up with your hands over your heart and start to say to yourself, okay? And start to say to yourself, you know what? Spirit, guide me in whatever direction I am supposed to be guided to. Guide me to the people and the situations, all of that. Okay. So that's what I'm supposed to say about that. Um, Now it's interesting because I am feeling like that there's somebody around you that is kind of there's somebody around you that feels like a contemporary. And I know I've given you readings before, and please forgive me. I tend to forget my readings, okay? And never make that mean anything, okay? Please don't make that mean anything. But I feel like that this is a contemporary of yours, somebody that was a friend at one point in your life, whatever, and is now on the other side. And I'm kind of getting the feeling that feels male, and it feels like I feel like that this might sound strange. So Courtney, give me yeses and nos on this, but and about all of this actually. I'm feeling like um I'm feeling like that he is a guide for you. He is there for you to try to help you move forward and keep moving forward, okay? That's kind of where I'm going with that. I feel like that this guy is there to help you um find your place. Like I feel like that he's there to try to help you find your place. Okay. So I think that honestly is like the big message for you. Okay. Um, that is the big message for you. Okay. Um, Rely on your guides to help you find your place. Okay. I don't know if Courtney got cut off, or I don't know if like what's going on, but I'm not seeing any comments. Who knows what that really means, but so I wanted to say that. Okay. Okay, so all that being said, my dear Courtney. I have to try and figure out who that is. I've had a lot of female friends pass. Okay, so let me ask you this, not many males. Okay. Oh, no, that's totally fine. I just when I don't see anything happen for a little bit, I always think to myself, "Oh no, or how's the connection?" That sort of thing. I mean the technological connection, not you know what I'm saying. Oh no, that's totally fine, totally fine. Um, I could be wrong about it being male, okay? Just saying, but it does feel masculine to me, okay? So think in terms of that, okay? Think in terms of what is it that what is it that I feel like that this yeah, it feels male to me. I got to be honest. It definitely feels male. I'm sitting here like reevaluating cuz like you said you had a lot of female friends. No, it definitely feels male, and it feels like that he just wants to help. He really just wants to help. Okay. So yeah. Okay. Much love to you, Courtney. Good luck with all that. I mean, if you're not vibing with this reading, that's totally fine. I just got to give what I get. So much love to you. All right. So now, before we end, I am passing on to you guys. Yeah. Okay. Good. All right, Courtney. Awesome. Okay. So I'm going to pull one more card for everybody, and I'm going to ask Spirit to, what is going on with the cards? Okay, I'm going to ask Spirit to give us all a reading. Okay. Oh, look at this. How much I love this. Okay. And it says butterfly spirit, and then it says transformation. Okay. Look at that, right? Okay. So it's a butterfly in a shell with a pearl. How much do we love that? Oh my gosh. Okay. So the message I'm getting for this is that, honestly, this is a time, and I don't know, I'm not getting that this is the season or for anything specific, right? But I feel like that this is a huge transformational time for many of us, okay? And it's interesting because right before I went live, I pulled a card for myself, and it wasn't transformation, but it was about um allowing yourself to sit where you are. Because if you allow yourself just to be and not feel like that you need to be out doing this, doing that, doing this, doing it, all of that stuff, if you allow yourself just to be, okay, then, and not feel like you should be doing this, should be doing that, that will allow the transformation that is happening to come at an easier rate, let's just say. Okay. I feel like that I'm supposed to say that for the next 2 months, okay. And this isn't astrologically related or anything, but I feel like that for all of us listening to this, I feel like that for the next 2 months, things are going to be shifting. And oh my God, and you just said so very true. The shift that has been happening to the world has been amazing and beautiful. Exactly. And we need to allow ourselves to trust that all of the crappy things that might be happening right now are to draw out the shadows, okay, so that we can move into the light. Okay. So that is our message for tonight. Much love. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to cut it short because I have something else I got to deal with later, before my next event. So much love to you guys. Go to my website and sign up for my newsletter if you haven't. I am so excited. If you guys are into manifestation stuff, please stick with me. I am super excited to see what is going on, like how it plays itself out. And again, it's so funny because I am trying to follow that myself. I'm trying to follow the path and just allow it to go, right? So all right, much love to you guys, and until next week, I will be here next week. I will be live on Insight Timer on Thursday. So much love to you all. I hope to see you soon. Have a great night, everyone.